Hello, boys, girls, and everything in between. This is the disembodied voice of Rhetoric Gaming, and I'm here to tell you that I'm going to stop using this stupid voice. Alright, so guys, I'm Rhetoric Gaming, if you didn't already know, and that's pretty easy not to know, because I'm not exactly a big thing. But either way, hello, and today I've got a bit of a question and maybe an explanation for you. And this will actually lead into some different avenues as well, and the question simply is, why are June Long and Marcy Long so damn annoying? Now, this actually does stem from quite a few problems with the game. So, well, an oversight or two is really what I should be saying there. So, why is June Long and Marcy Long so annoying? Well, not so happy couple, or maybe they're brother and sister, I don't frickin' know. I also kinda don't want to. Let's just get them over here right now for the best of examples. Alright, so there's Marcy Long. And let's see what happens when we talk to her.
I want to trade a few things.
What gave you the idea we're friends? Need something?
So that's the impression you get from Marcy Long, as I'm sure just about every player has encountered and been very sick of already. Now, where is this June Long? Ah, there he is. He's right next to the bell. And what's he go? Now, June Long actually does go into the next topic here as to why are they so annoying. Well, as you see here, Marcy Long isn't exactly the most friendliest of sorts, which is very strange considering that you single-handedly have saved this group and given them a home, a defendable home. This is really something that just about everyone from the Sanctuary group should be not worshipping you, but at least looking up to you for, being rather thankful to you for. But that's not the main reason why these two are annoying. Now, these two have both suffered from a loss that has happened outside of the game time, outside of player intervention and all that kind of stuff. But, should it be that way? Now, you're going to say, well, you can't really change the timeline or anything like that, and that's not what I'm implying here. But, how come there isn't a quest to actually help these guys out? Even if it was just a quick Radiant AI quest or something like that, or a quick quest where you go down to Quincy or Lexington, wherever it is that this tragedy actually took place. I've never really paid too much attention to find out. And just retrieving a keepsake from their son. Now, this simple quest that would then change these NPCs' dialogue and all that would make all the difference. It would make Marcy Long most likely not be a bitch anymore, and it would make June Long be a little bit more happy. Now, this is all that would have actually required to make these people less annoying as characters. Now, Marcy Long does have sort of a progression in her dialogue. You will eventually come across a time when the settlement happiness is, I think it needs to be above 60 before she mentions anything. And once it is, she will then say, I have to admit, this place is a dump, but it's a pretty good dump, or something like that. She says something along the lines that is essentially, thank you for letting us have this home. That is essentially what's the main deal of that, anyway. And June Long is just, the guy's suffering from a loss, but he gets annoying anyway. And the main annoyance for those two is simply because they do not have enough background. Sure, we know what's happened to them, we know what's happened to the Minutemen Remnants group as well, but why do we have no player intervention there? The Sanctuary group feels so much more like an NPC group at times rather than a settlement group, at least with their dialogue and such. But why isn't there any Radiant AI quests or anything like that to do with that would actually then make these characters more likable? The only person close enough to this is Mama Murphy. Mama Murphy, you have the option of convincing her to stay off of camps, or using her sight powers, and it ends up helping you in the long run many times in the storyline, even giving you optional and unique dialogue situations in the storyline. For example, with the synth. That's not very descriptive. The courser that you actually come across in that gunner tower place. You get a special dialogue sequence there where you can actually turn him off using the deactivation codes that the Institute uses. So, Mama Murphy's already shown evidence that these guys can have radiant AI quests. Well, sort of. They have conditions and they have things that can make them more interesting. Now, this then raises the problem of, well, then you'd be expecting everyone to think the other settlements have the same kind of things. Well, not really. You're forgetting that in the base game, everyone's called Settler, something I'm not exactly too fond of myself. But nevertheless, that is a thing. And these characters aren't as important or anything like that as named characters. But the named characters in Sanctuary feel empty. You've got Mama Murphy, who just loves her fucking chems. You've got the Long family, which you don't even get to do anything for. And then you've got Sturgis, who will help you in this main storyline. But other than that, there's no scavenging quests or something like that. That's really something I expected from Sturgis, was, you know, we need some parts for blah blah blah, or anything like that. Can you go get them for us? And you just go on a quick Radiant AI quest to get a junk piece or something like that. It seems like it would have made more sense. And don't forget that Preston Garvey is usually in Sanctuary. I've got him off in the castle. And he's the only other NPC in this group that will actually give you AI quests. So that's the reason why those two are particularly so annoying, is because they do not have more character development or use to them in the game. This has been Rhetoric Gaming, and this quick discussion video has been brought to you by Fallout 4. Nerd! Peace. You know what to do, by the way. Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. But forget Twitter, because I don't actually use it. Sayonara.